Morning, good morning. It is a wonderful morning, I'm actually on my way to um, the dentist office. My daughter's getting a cleaning. So, um, I wanted to address a few things. It's actually kind of raining over here, so hopefully that doesn't mess up the broadcast. But I think that this kind of needs to be said. Um, Probably in the last 30 to 90 days, there's been a lot of things happening in regards to men. And mostly men being distractions, men lacking accountability, men just doing things and really not being responsible with whatever level they're at, whether it's a celebrity status, whether it's a social media status. It just seems that it is a accountability issue. So this is more like, this is more or less about holding men accountable and why it's so important. What was interesting, I was actually watching, I believe it was the VMAs, but the music awards, and I seen that Lil Nas X took home, what I'm saying, I think it was best album or best song of the year, or whatever case may be. And we know that Lil Nas X has been doing a lot of stuff. He's been doing a lot of stuff, or whatever case may be. Salute, good morning. He's been doing, hopefully y'all can hear me. He's been doing a lot of stuff to gain notoriety that I would say is kind of like a little bit not normal, and showing, young boys and showing just children in general. 183rd was good. I gotta get over. But Lil Nas X, again, he's just been, kind of promoting his album, doing things to get notoriety or whatever case to be. To me, I think that he's definitely been sending a message to young children that to me is just not natural in reference to men, showcasing men being pregnant and certain things or whatever. And I think a lot of people were outraged. A lot of people have concerns, especially heterosexuals, that saying, I don't want my children exposed to that on the mainstream. Just like they were saying when they did the WAP video, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, they did the whole WAP routine on the thing. They said that, that wasn't inappropriate. And I do believe that regardless of your sexuality, certain things are not appropriate for children to see. Which was interesting that he would win that award because basically it pushes onto the mainstream that, what you're doing is acceptable. And I think that there's a lack of accountability there as well. But we go to Mr. Westbrook. Obviously, it was, I guess, a fashion week, and Russell Westbrook decided that he wanted to wear a skirt. I believe that Kid Cudi also wore a skirt. I don't really know what's going on in this day and time in regards to men and their actions. Why they feel that their actions should not be questioned. Why they feel like what they're doing is so needed. It just promotes distraction. It promotes a lot of unnecessary distraction. And frankly, of course, it's your responsibility as a man to make sure that your children are safe. It's your responsibility as a mother to make sure that your household is good. But this, to me, the responsibility stretches a little bit further than that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's outside influences, there are social media influences, and I think that this is the reason why these type of conversations are important. I was talking to one of my subscribers who is, I guess they're subscribed to, of course, multiple content creators or whatever case to be. And I noticed that they're always kind of like in this comparison stage. Like they kind of group the subscribers. Like, okay, these black men talk about positive stuff. These black men beef, and these black men, So I'm grouped up. I come to find out I am grouped up with a few. Really, guy? What are you doing? Out here driving crazy in this weather, y'all. I'm grouped up with a few content creators, and I kind of know why. Nah, you in a positive. I would, hey King Twin, I appreciate that, man. I like to think that I'm in a positive group, but let me get into this. I'm gonna try to get into this. So the subscriber was just basically saying that they came across this guy. His name is Let's Talk Trending Hot. I believe it's Trending Hot Topics, and so I went to go check him out, and he had pointed out something that another content creator had did, which was interesting. And that other content creator name is Gravity Takeout. So what I want to do, normally when people have, you know, their perspective about people, whatever, I like to go see for myself if there's something realistic about it, or if it's just some fupa type stuff and you keep it moving or whatever. However, this Let's Talk, I'm gonna just say Let's Talk for short, okay? Let's Talk had a perspective about Gravity Takeout that I found very interesting, and it's actually something I didn't know. So it's obviously something I wanted to bring to the Tough Love family, or whatever case to be, and to see if y'all feel how I feel about the situation or whatever. I do believe that a lot of content creators have been irresponsible. I believe that when you get the opportunity to speak, you should speak with authority, you should speak with conviction, and you should say what you mean the first time. If you do that, regardless if you know, claim to be a positive person, an empowerment coach, just somebody just trying to drop a word of knowledge, I believe if you stay with that regiment, that you will always be successful, and you won't find yourself retracting statements and redoing videos and apologizing, etc., etc., etc. And there's a level of realness to you. There's a level of integrity. There's a level of genuineness to your message. I think that a lot of content creators, they pride themselves on just numerous things, whether it's clout chasing, name dropping, a lot of gimmicks and tricks or whatever case may be, and it's not as raw and genuine as it should be. So I'm gonna play this, and I'm going to let y'all hear what Let's Talk is speaking about in regards to Gravity Takeout. Gravity Takeout was critiquing the lead attorney, and he was basically saying that the lead attorney was wrong in regards to his interaction with the Tasha K situation. Now, we all know that the Tasha K situation, she came back and apologized, but we all know that she was wrong for what she did. But for some reason, Gravity Takeout didn't see that. He didn't say that Tasha K was wrong. He said that the lead attorney was wrong. So I want you guys to hear what exactly he was saying, and let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. And I'm gonna give my commentary, because it's not necessarily Gravity Takeout, but it's a lot of content creators. I personally believe that they are very irresponsible with their platforms. But it's almost like to each their own. But if I'm gonna be grouped in a black man speaking about positive stuff or whatever case be, I need to make sure that I'm an accountability partner. You know, whether you ask for accountability partner or not, but just as a black man, it's just like, hey bro, hey listen, let me explain something to you. You know, let me outline some things for you, whatever. Just being a little bit older, you know, probably, you know, I mean, I have a lot of things in my background, but one of the things that I have is seeing people with potential and trying to make sure that they are promoting their potential to the max. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to this. Shout out to Let's Talk Trending.
This brother goes live. It's nothing for him to go live for 5 hours. That right there, you know, y'all gonna lose me every time with that. But I mean, everybody run their platform different ways, you know. Salute to what you do. But I ain't got time. I got a real life, and if I'm an attorney.
Hold on for a minute. You know how people come across your videos and they want to see if this is about beef. This is not about beef. This is not about hate. This is not about anything. This is about another man that prides himself on empowering people, that feels that that the men that he's talking about, based on my understanding, that's what he's about as well. I need to make sure that we support one another, and how we support one another is pulling us in when we go left and right. If we're not going down the road that we're promoting, if we're not doing the things that we say that we are here to do, if we're here to empower women, if we're here to empower men, if we're here to empower the community, then me as an accountability partner, I got to say, hey, make sure that you don't go left, make sure that you don't go right. That's what this is about. Making sure you don't go left and you don't go right, and you become a distraction not only to the people that follow you, but to the multitude of subscribers that follow the both of us. I don't want them to confuse when they go from my page to your page or whatever. I want to see your message strive. I want to see that you're at 100%. And if I see that you're at 99%, then it's my right, it's my job to say something. So let me get back to this.
All the cases that I'm already having to do homework on, and you know what I'm saying, to make sure my case is on the side of good.
This is Gravity Truth talking about
I'm sure
the
you have
lead
a lot
attorney.
Of you have to do, or a lot of investigating, a lot of etc. You know what I'm saying? When you're an attorney, I'm sure you have a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So to have that kind of time to devote it to YouTube, man, I'm sure that's either a busy man or half an attorney. You're the very busy man dedicating all your time to your cases, or your clients, or however, and still having the time to devote 8 hours to YouTube. Either you're a very busy man or you're a weak attorney. You know what I'm saying? So
again, this is commentary from Let's Talk Gravity. Stop. First of all, you're talking about, you're taking Tasha K's talking points and regurgitating them on your platform. When she did it, she was being disrespectful. I don't know why when you do it, you think it's not being disrespectful. I don't know why when you do it, it's not being disingenuous. You're kind of saying like slick remarks, weak attorney, why you have all of this time to be on social media or whatever. You're not in his life. You don't control his life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why that would be important to you. If he's an attorney, he's probably multitasking. Hell, he may be off that week. We don't know what his schedule is, but I just feel like it's almost like I see a lot of content creators. This is what they've done. Okay. Especially when they're new, right? You got your page been up less than 6 months or whatever case may be. They've attached themselves to bigger content creators. They've taken their talking points, regurgitated them on their page. Now, either they're going to play their whole video, on their page, or they're going to react to everything that content creator does. So when it comes time for them to have a real conversation about the things that they believe in, the things that they promote, the things that they're about, it's very difficult, like, to find out who they really are. And I kind of gave them kind of like a warning shot. Gravity Takeout and a couple other guys. I kind of say, hey, look, I know you kind of new to this, package your message. Make sure that the message that you're pushing out and you're promoting is your message. It doesn't look like a carbon copy of someone. It doesn't feel reused in a regurgitated type situation. And which is interesting because right now with the Tasha K situation, we know she apologized. We got through that. He apologized. Got it. But right now, how you're sounding, it sounds like a regurgitated message. You took her message that she was saying, and then you said it.
All right, peace YouTube. What's going on? We back with another trending hot topic commentary show.
Fair use.
All the latest and hottest reaction reviews. I'm your host, N Lynch. Let's talk. So I wanted to begin the video right there because it's just a refresher, a recap of the video I made the other day, and a add-on because earlier today I got a notification on my phone that Gravity Takeout, he actually made an apology video to the lead attorney, basically apologizing for this video right here. But then out of nowhere, when I try to click on it, it's not there anymore. It says deleted by, the uploader. He deleted it. So what's going on with that? So I just kind of want to talk on that and pick on it and see what we can come up with and dissect it and discuss it. So before we do that, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification icon. That way you'll be notified every time I upload the latest and greatest. So if you already done that, which I'm sure you have, let's continue with this video. So shout out to the lead attorney. Y'all see him in this clip right here. Up top, you see Tasha K, and also shout out to Gravity Takeout. I am doing a video talking about him, so rather it be if he might feel that it's negative or not, whatever. Shout out. It's still a video talking about him. But so like I said,
let me say this real quick. Content creators, whether you're new, you're old, white, black, male, female, whatever case may be, your message is relevant whether you have 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. Let me say this again because I know some of y'all just waking up. Okay? Your message is valuable. Your message is important whether you have 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. Whether when you go live, you have 1 person watching you or 1 million people watching you. Give the same energy, give the same truth, give the same facts, give the same perspective. It's not about turning up, turning down, trying to be who you are. And the fact of the matter is, I think a lot of content creators, they've gotten a couple of subscribers, and for some reason, people with less subscribers, I think me and Gravity take out, I think I'm like almost at 20, so he might be at 20. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it's like if you have more subscribers, then if you give advice or critique, it's cool. But if you have less subscribers, then you hating, you jealous, you're a weirdo. And I think that, how dare you? Because to me there's a level of realism. There's a level of understanding that, you know what, man, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you got. Are you a real person? Are you a real man? Are you a real woman? You see what I'm saying? I think everybody's perspective and opinion should be valued. But I think another thing that I've noticed in this video, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it as well, is that I think that anytime you give your perspective, anytime you sit down and you say, I'm going to talk about another man, I'm going to talk about another woman, I'm going to talk about a subject, then you need to be well versed in that subject. Because speaking out of your ass, just saying some shit because you feel like it, to me is irresponsible. And if you have people that follow you and that say, oh yeah, your message is valuable, your message, we validate your message, then you should take the time. Because here's the thing, you don't want your son or your daughter or anybody in your family or friends to listen to somebody who's speaking out of the side of their ass, because to me that's a distraction, and we don't need any more distraction. We got Lil Nas X, we got Russell Westbrook, we don't need any more distractions. I heard somebody say, I just do this for fun. I got it. When I go to the club, I do it for fun. When I drink, I do it for fun, but I know not to get behind the wheel. I want to have fun, but I'm going to be responsible too, because I am an adult, and that's what adults do. So yeah, we can use whatever narrative that we want to. Hey, I do it for fun, etc., etc., etc. But you have a responsibility. For some reason, we're in this I get a second chance phase. Just like Sha'Carri Richardson, I get a second chance. If I mess up, I get to come back and apologize. But then when you start, if you continuously mess up, you continuously repeat this same narrative. Because obviously, Gravity Takeout, you went at the lead attorney. Then you went at Kwame Brown, and it was like, oh, well, let me backtrack and apologize. And great, people to say, hey, listen, he apologized. Tasha K apologized. Sha'Carri Richardson apologized. And my thought process is, why can't we get it right the first time? Why can't we take the time to speak, especially if we know that we're going to turn the camera on and we're going to get in front of it and give our perspective about another man, what you said about the lead attorney, whether you retracted the statement or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I want y'all to rock with me real quick. And I appreciate y'all hitting that like button, but that's not what this is about, because I really want to talk to this brother. And I'm hoping that he understands where I'm coming from. And I'm hoping that he can respond back respectfully. But the fact of the matter is, you ever have that person that say they mean you well, say that you know what I'm saying, you know, y'all cool or whatever case to be, and then they speak ill of you and then they apologize, you can't take that back. Like, when you apologize to the lead attorney and you said those things about his job and how many hours he's spending on YouTube and he must be a weak attorney, to me personally, bro, it don't matter what you say after that. Like, I'm looking at you sideways. That's almost like a crackhead coming to your house and stealing something and be like, oh, I'm off crack now. Yeah, but you stole my DVD player. I can't let you, I can't trust you like that no more. And my thought process is, if you have an audience and you're doing those types of things, you're giving your perspective on a man that you don't know, and you're giving your perspective from Tasha K's point of view for some reason, did you do him due diligence by saying what you did was correct? And this is why I said, I did the other video and I said, man, package your message. Package it. Package. Because when you package it, now you're promoting, you're standing on something. Because all of this, I'm sorry, I apologize, let me take this video down, and speaking ill of people because you think that you're going to win favor with a YouTuber who has more subscribers than you. To me, I'm going to be honest with you, to me that's weak. To me that's weak. And that's not what men do. Whether you consider yourself high value, alpha male, whatever it is, your title that you put on yourself, that's weak. And I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, somebody need to take the time and just kind of pull you to the side and kind of talk to you, whatever case be. And hopefully it's we don't make excuses like, oh, this must be jealousy, or this must be hating. No, this is constructive criticism. When you start talking about empowerment of people in communities and women, I seen something that I guess you did tried to reach out to Cynthia G and was trying, you know. I understand what you're trying to do, but there's a better way to do it. And I believe I'm a little bit older than you. I may have a little bit more experience in some areas, and I would be remiss if I did not reach out and say, well, hey, there's a better way to do this. I didn't know this is what you said about the lead attorney, but I'm gonna let people hear it. Since then, I guess you took it down or whatever case may be. But if you've said these things, you have to think about this. There is no way in the world someone's going to turn around and say, oh, well, he apologized, so let's forget it. Just like Tasha K, oh, she apologized, so let's forget it. Once you let the cat out the bag, you expose your hand. Once you show us your cards, we know what's in your hand. But there's something very key that I'm gonna let the actual host of this video kind of say, and then I'm gonna elaborate on
it. I got notifications, you know, pretty much stating that Barrett Takeout, he, you know, made an apology video for this. And I'm assuming that maybe he made the video, one, because he probably got wind of my video, you know, talking about it. But even if not, you know, also, a lot of the people in his comment sections, if you scroll down and look, some people are disagreeing with this guy. Like, some of them are, like I said before, with these other cats who got like a nice following. They agree with him, but you got people who like, oh, you tripping now. See, listen right here. Timothy Lockhart says he is on live for so long because it equals longer watch time, which the algorithm loves. Carl Johnson said the lead attorney has his sources like Tasha K does. Torrance Sneeze said the lead attorney knows the laws. Tasha K read the transcript verbatim. I like Tasha K. I think he's saying Tasha K, but Tasha K, but she actually didn't mess up. He talked good about her too. It was not all bad. Look, Ashley Too Sweet said he never said anything that would discredit her. He kept it very neutral. He spoke about the law and scenarios. Maybe people should actually look at the law.
You know what's so funny about and so crazy about this situation is the fact that anybody who saw Tasha K's response to the lead attorney after the lead attorney did his video and gave his commentary, before Tasha K did her apology video, anybody with common sense, anybody with any type of dignity, anybody with any type of respect, anybody with eyes and ears could see that she was wrong. So then to turn around and do a video and then talk about the lead attorney. I don't know if that was for clicks, for clout. I don't know what that was about. I'm glad you took this video down, but I'm trying to figure out, well, why would he then, seeing how she responded to him, why would he then turn around and do a video and say the lead attorney was wrong and he's a weak lawyer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Bro, that's not promoting no empowerment. That's not what real men do. We talk about Kwame Brown, like, you know, that's something that a lot of these YouTubers, they promote in every video or whatever case may be, putting in the work and doing X, Y, and Z. And my thought process is, if you put in the work, if you sat down and you actually listened to what he said, then there's nowhere in the world you would have replied to him disrespectfully like that. There would be no need for an apology from you if you would have sat down and put in the work and took the time to actually listen to the video. I think that's the issue with a lot of content creators. They listen to react. Like, okay, somebody did something, or my bad, they watch to react. Okay, somebody did a video on me, so I must now return the favor, you know. And you could just have a name in the title, and they'll do a video on you and curse you out and disrespect you, not listening to the whole video. Or they'll skim through it like, okay, well, let me fast forward through it and see if I can get this message real quick. Okay, I got enough. I got 5 minutes of a 30-minute video, so now I'm gonna go reply. Now I'm gonna go respond. I think that's irresponsible. I think that you have a following, that you sit down and you turn on a camera and you say, I am genuine, I am real, I am sincere, I am a father, I am a this, I am a that. And my whole thing about it is it all comes crumbling down. Whether you think this is just for fun, you think this is for play, anytime you speak as a man, your words should be trusted. Your words should be respected. I ain't backtracking on a motherfucking thing. If I said it, I meant it. Stand on it. Stand on it. But it's just like, I'm gonna be honest with you, in the last almost 60 days, I've seen a lot of people retracting statements, gotta take down videos, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why I said, man, listen, bro, I'm trying to help you promote your potential. So this is constructive criticism. Do the work. If somebody does a video with your name in it, everybody's not hating, everybody's not jealous. Sit down and listen to the video. If you sit down and you talk to the people and the people talk back, you can't say, well, they just hating. If they're not, everybody's not going to give you a standing ovation. Everybody's not going to give you a standing ovation. Everybody's not going to agree with you. But that don't mean they haters. That don't mean they jealous. That just means they don't agree with you. They're holding you accountable for what you say, black man. And when they hold you accountable, it is your obligation. I noticed that, you know, for some reason, it's like I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm just going to ignore those weirdos. I'm just going to ignore this and I'm going to ignore that. You're going to ignore the same people you're talking to? When you start getting donations, you know what I'm saying? You kind of owe the people a response. You kind of owe them a response. If they took the time to listen to you, then it's only fair that you take the time to respond. If your message was unclear, if you misspoke, then okay, say that. But the fact of the matter is, when you continuously do it, people tend to do one or two things. They tend to look at you kind of sideways and say, well, are you doing this on purpose? Imagine somebody disrespecting you on purpose and then apologizing. Well, how many times you think I'm gonna allow you to disrespect me before we see the real you? Before we say, you know what, man, enough's enough. I'm not even dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with this type of person. I'm trying to save you the heartache of people cutting you off, brother.
Before providing opinions. Wow. Right. And I'm glad she actually said that, because that was kind of something that I was thinking too, because he don't actually like he always complaining in Gravity Takeout, you know, this guy makes 4, 5 hour, 8 hour lives, but he don't look at them. All he do is look at sound bites, and he actually admit that. Right, hold on, let me go over here and see if we can see that.
I have a lot to say about it, and you know, I watched it, but it was like 20 minutes, and you know, I actually found some of it pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know how Tasha K get, but like I say, man, I'm not really knocking the lead.
Hold on real quick. I don't understand how you watched the whole Tasha K live, but you didn't watch the lead attorney's live. but then you turned around and did a video on the lead attorney calling him out. That's unfair, man. That's irresponsible. That's unfair and that's irresponsible. And here's another thing. You know what I have an issue with as well? I have an issue with, because these grown men, they do a great job at doing these shout outs. Like, I noticed that a lot of people, like if you I mean, salute to Kwame Brown, but like, if you follow Kwame Brown, anybody that Kwame Brown shouts out, these men now go and become friends with these same people, and then they make sure that every video they shout them out. So it's almost like, I mean, we talk about the go along, get along, but it's almost like we're forming our own, you know, little clique or whatever, say our little crew. And it's interesting to me because that's what Gravity Takeout does. That's what he does. And my thing is, why didn't anybody tell him, hey bro, you wrong for that? You wrong for that. Like, if you're gonna have a support system, you're gonna have people that you say that you cool with and you down with, or whatever case may be, I think that it's actually necessary for them, for your support system to check you. For your men, salute. For the men that you deal with and that you promote, to tell you, man, you dead wrong for that, homie. You dead wrong for that. Now, we can equate this to being young. We can equate this to clout chasing. We can equate this to a lot of things. But I really just want to talk to him right now, because I feel like ain't nobody talking to him. I feel like we're doing a good job. If we're going to talk about the go along, get along gang, you can't then go form your own. If we're going to say that we're strong, if we're going to say that we men, if we're going to say that we're genuine, if we're going to say that we're putting things together and trying to build up our communities, then we got to be responsible. This is not a responsible video. You turning around and then apologizing, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, why didn't you just do it right the first time? Listen to his entire video, then give a response, a reply. That's respectful. Let me let this thing play for y'all.
The attorney, you know, he have a job to do as well.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
In the middle of both of them when it comes to my opinion on it. Because I understand what Tasha K at with it. When it just comes to a typical YouTuber blogging about her, she didn't respond, and nobody else responded to the lead attorney, which lets me know that if it's a typical YouTuber, don't necessarily care about people speaking on her situation, more so than a guy that portrays himself as an attorney. Anytime you're an attorney, you hold yourself to.
You heard how he said that? A guy who portrays himself. You see the wordplay he used? Like he's one of those people who think he's slick, like the goddamn DPOV. Like they real slick with their words. They come across as kind, as caring. If they come across as
good morning,
being,
good morning.
You know, what's the words I'm looking for? Y'all help me out. But they come across as being like neutral and all that stuff, but they throw little sneak dish shots and stuff inside there. I say this all the time. I've been peeping this for a while, and some of y'all just need to pay attention. You know, I understand that, you know, a lot of people on here make content that we like, so we become fans and stuff. I'm consistent. I say it all the time. I'm not exempt. I do the same thing at times, but once I come back to
Rodney,
reality,
I appreciate that, Rodney. Thank you.
And really pay attention and listen, then I start separating the real from the fake, and I see things for what they truly are, and you know, that's when I start to fall back from certain people.
I'm also gonna put this out here real quick. Anytime that you start getting donations on your platform and you start priding yourself on talking to the people, again, I say, you know, we are the people. We are the people. So when the people talk back, I am talking to Gravity Takeout. I'm giving my perspective. I've sat down. I've given due diligence in reference to watching his reply videos and doing certain things or whatever case to be. So this is your opportunity to speak back. This is your opportunity to speak back to the people. And please don't give me that narrative. They got less subscribers than I got, because we got about the same amount. So don't use that narrative. Don't punk out like that. Let's have a conversation, a real conversation. Because I notice a lot of times when it comes to a real conversation, a lot of these men don't have it. If it ain't a reaction video, if it ain't what Kwame Brown ate, where Kwame Brown went, who Kwame Brown is beefing with, and I'm going to say another thing, and this is to all the content creators, okay? Whoever Kwame Brown is beefing with, that's not your responsibility to beef with them as well. It's not your responsibility, grown men, right? You make an issue, and I just feel like Kwame Brown can handle his own. I'm sure he can. So anybody who's now making these videos like I got such an issue with that man or that guy, stop it. You're promoting a major distraction and you don't need it. There are numerous things that we could be talking to, numerous things that we could be reacting to, and I don't think that riding on a coattail or jumping on a bandwagon is going to promote your channel. Now, here's the thing. This is the thing. A lot of people believe that as long as their subscriber count is going up, then they're winning. Okay. What are you winning? What are you winning? Are you winning because you are organic, you are raw, you are genuine, you're able to actually talk to the people and say, these are my thoughts? Or are you just regurgitating what somebody else that had more subscribers said? Or are you just beefing with somebody because the celebrity you trying to get in with or the YouTuber you trying to get in with is beefing with them? A lot of you guys are fugazi. A lot of you guys are doing extra stuff and it's no need to do it, especially if you're going with this I'm real narrative. I'm genuine narrative. Be you. Be you. If the beef come to you, then you handle the beef, but don't just jump in the beef because you want subscribers and views. And let me let this thing play. Let me let this thing play, man. Come on.
I notice I've been falling back from certain individuals making certain videos and stuff because that's what it is. But let me finish because he says that right here that he don't really watch his lives. He just catch little sound bites, basically just little bits and pieces to create a video, like to form an opinion. Like Ashley Too Sweet said down in the comment section and make a video. Like it's kind of on the lines where same thing where women watch Kevin Samuels, like they don't really watch him. Like they'll catch like little 2, 3 minute, 5 minute clips, maybe 10-minute clips on the internet, on YouTube or something, on Instagram, and then they just run with that when he got a whole 2.5, 3 hour live stream making a whole point. You can't get something.
I'm gonna let this play, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this again. It is unfair to any content creator to have somebody give their biased perspective on some shit they didn't even listen to. If you're not going to listen to the message, if you're not going to sit down and be man or woman enough to listen to that content creator's message from start to finish, don't fast forward it. Don't, okay, well, I see it's 30 minutes. I'm going to listen to the first 5 minutes. Don't do that. It's unfair. And then to come back to social media and then give your perspective, like what you have to say is that important. No, bro, what you saying is biased. It's unrealistic. It's unfair. And if anybody that you keep on shouting out in every other video is not telling you that, I'm about to piss somebody. Let me tell you. It's unfair. If I'm going to give a perspective about you, you damn right I done sat down and listened to your videos. It's fair to you. It's fair to you. This ain't about dragging you. This is not about drilling you, disrespecting you. None of that. No, none of that. None of that. What you do as a family man, same thing I do as a family man. How you get yours, I probably get mine the same way. Who knows who gets what better? The fact of the matter is, we both guys that sit in our vehicles and have conversations. My conversations are meant to empower. My conversations are meant to bring people together. And I'll be damned if I'm going to bring people together, always having to backtrack on what I got to say. Always having to take down videos because I didn't say what the hell I meant the first time. I don't know too many people like that is going to trust somebody that say, I don't know, bruh. Do you really mean this? Did you really watch the video? Bruh, it ain't about being pretty. We can get fly. Everybody can get fly. You know, it ain't about trying to finesse the females. It's not about none of that. What it's about is actually standing on what it is that you say you believe in and giving the real narrative, not a false narrative. I'm not going to cheerlead for nobody who has more subscribers than me. I'm going to give you your flowers. Hey, that's dope. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. But I'm not gonna cheerlead for you. You can cheerlead for your damn self. They don't need me to cheerlead for this ain't the cheerleader goddamn channel. This ain't the reaction to when you go take a shit. I need to tell everybody, well, he didn't take a shit for that long today, folks. No, I want you to understand how I feel, what I think. What I feel that's important as a man, what I prioritize, the things that I talk about, the content creators that I speak on, or the content creators that I've sat down and I've actually listened to their videos. I'm not going to respond to no shit that I ain't motherfucking watch and then try to come to my audience and tell them, oh, let me talk about them. That's a hater. That's jealousy. That's clout chasing. That's weird. And you can't build off of that. Either you're going to build something that you don't want. Gravity. You're going to build an audience that you don't want. I'm telling you, you're going doing some crazy shit. You're going to build an audience that you don't want. And it's unfair to see another black man build something that's going to distract away from the things that we should be prioritizing. Black on black crime, systematic racism, better credit, love languages, communication, traveling, education. Come on now, investing, buying homes, becoming an entrepreneur. We can go all day with this. It's so much to talk about. I ain't got time to ride nobody coattail. I ain't got time to look at somebody's video for 2 minutes and they done went 2 hours and say, well, let me do this video real quick. Be responsible. It's okay. It's the cool thing to do. All of them people that you shouting out in every other video, right? Because you think you're a part of the cool kids, I guess. All these people, they should be telling you the same thing I'm telling you. And if they not, bro, I'm telling you right now, they liabilities. They not assets. They liabilities, they not assets. Ladies and gentlemen, learn who's an asset for your life and who's a liability for your life. It is great that you got a message, but you need to package your message. And I'm not just saying put a bunch of words together and get in front of the camera and just say some bullshit. No. When you start talking to the people and they talk back, I said, when you talk to the people and they talk back, bro, you gotta reply. I had a gentleman reach out to me when I was doing live in the studio. A gentleman, I guess he was in the comment section or whatever case may be, and you know, I don't know if you guys know, but when you do comments, certain words automatically get blocked. Certain words automatically get blocked when you make comments. So YouTube automatically blocks your stuff. So he was thinking I was blocking him, and I was like, bro, I don't even, you know, of course I didn't know. So he felt a certain type of way. He went and did a video. Very respectful. He was like, hey, is this guy named Mario J, tough love, you know, the brother has a great message or whatever, but you know, he was blocking me, you know, and I feel a certain type of way. And some type of way I stumbled across his video. I reached out to him. I said, hey, here's my email, here's my phone number, reach out to him. Man, we called. Obviously, it was a misunderstanding or whatever case may be, but I had an obligation to reply. He said, you didn't even have to reply back to me. I said, yes, I did. If I sit my black ass down and talk to the people and try to say this is for empowerment, when they talk back, how dare I ignore you? Well, I didn't think you was gonna reply back because I don't got as many subscribers. Shit, I'm about to piss somebody off. I don't care how many subscribers you got. I don't care how many subscribers you got. You're 1 subscriber to my 1,000 subscribers. You're 5 subscribers to my 5,000 subscribers. You're 13 subscribers to my 13,000 subscribers. Bro, it ain't about, your voice is just as important as mine. It's just a couple more people goddamn found my page before they found yours. You've been on YouTube for goddamn 6,000 years, and I came on YouTube in the last year and a half. My thing about it is, if you got more subscribers than me, good stuff, but that's just because they ain't found my page yet. You're banking that you are important because people are subscribing to your page. Are they subscribing to your page because you've earned those subscribers, or because you were clout chasing some other big YouTuber and then they shouted you out? Did you earn those subscribers? And then when you get the subscribers, what you do is you make this phallus mistake that, well, I'm gonna sit here now and I'm gonna start going at the lead attorney, but then I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna apologize and everybody gonna forget. No harm, no foul. If we can't hold men accountable, then what the hell we doing? If we can't speak the truth without somebody saying, well, they just jealous. They just jealous of what? No, they weirdos. Oh, they mad because I've seen a lot of grown men and women make excuses because they're too scared to have the tough conversation. That's why this exists. That's why this common denominator exists. That's why there is a need for me, because there's so many one-dimensional messages. There's so many ways of looking at things. I sit down and I listen and I ask myself sometimes, are you really saying something, or are you just blowing smoke? Do you really have a message, or are you just talking shit? Are you really building up people, or are you just motherfucker trying to ride the wave? Thank you. I appreciate that, Joel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Says you're a breath of fresh air, my brother. Real talk. I appreciate that. Thank you. But the thing about it is, man, it kind of gets under my skin a little bit, because when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan and we was doing those damn patrols or whatever case may be, I used to have these conversations or whatever case may be. And I used to have soldiers that they were nervous. You know what I'm saying? They were nervous. I mean, we all were nervous, but the fact of the matter is, they just used to just kind of talk because they were so nervous. It's like, you all right? You cool? You all right? Yeah. And then that's how I kind of see some of these content creators. Like, I sit back and I say, well, what's your message? What are you trying to do? Because if you're not nervous and you're confident, then you in your right mind. You in your right mind. So that way, when I talk about Kwame Brown, when I talk about Tommy Sotomayor, when I talk about Kevin Samuels or Hassan Campbell, I'm saying things that I know I can stand on. I don't have to come back and retract a bunch of statements. And that's why I said that is a young mistake. Not only just a young YouTuber or young man, that is a young maturity mistake. So when I see that, it is my obligation to say, bruh, come here, bring it in. Because you remind me of the guys that go to the court, the basketball court, and they got all this fancy stuff on, right? You know what I'm saying? And they're good at talking shit, and they're good at looking the part. But when you pass them the ball, for some reason, they can't make the shot. For some reason, when it's time to go to their left, they can't go to their left. They can't pass. They have no defense. And it's like, well, you talked a good game. You looked the part. But then now you got the ball, and that's what I'm saying, bro. You got the ball. Why are you talking about the lead attorney like that? You got the ball. Why are you talking about Kwame like that? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, let me retract. Let me apologize. Confidence is a motherfucker. Confidence is a motherfucker. And I don't think you lack confidence. I think that you are getting beside yourself. I think you're letting the little subscribers that we're getting go to your head. I think that you are not being realistic about the message that you're promoting. It's time to come back, brother. Come on down from the high horse, from the high mountains, and have a conversation. Let's ride. Let's ride. Grown people, grown men, alpha men, high value men, whatever it is that you consider yourself to be. I hope it's genuine. I hope it's genuine. When people are giving you constructive criticism, that's exactly what it is. Don't ordain it to be something it's not. Don't ordain it to be something it's not. Okay? Don't ordain it to be trolling and jealousy and hatred and all that. Take it for what it is and respond. And respond. Be man enough to say, well, if you can sit in the car and talk to the people, when they talk back, respond to the people. But if you turn around and say, I'm going to ignore what is being said, that says a lot about your character. Now, it's one thing to be like, oh, they're trolling. Well, I'm trolling if I'm talking about your family or your fatherhood, or, you know, I'm joking on your car seats and stuff like that. That's trolling. But you can look, especially at Tough Love's page, and you can tell I ain't playing no games. None. Zero.
A whole point from that's 2 or 3 hours long, or a lead attorney case 4 or 5 hours long, if you're just watching it for about 5-10 minutes, just to get enough to make a video for yourself. But let's finish.
To a different standard. You're a guy that have went to school. You're a guy that have have supposed to understand the
oh.
Commercial.
Hold on.
The importance of documentation. Before you speak, right? When you're an attorney, you're supposed to understand the importance, documentation, receipts, etc. Before you speak. That's just the way attorneys work. They don't.
Attorneys don't work with receipts. That's a female thing. Females came up with that term, receipts. They work with evidence, not receipts. Evidence.
Put their name out online until they have all the detail. When you see the lead attorney, and I'm not saying that he was harping on Tasha K. I didn't watch it. I don't watch the fullness of it. I just watch surface level points.
You can't watch surface level points unless his video unless his video is broke down so you could go to 10 minutes. I'm talking about this. At the mark 12:45, I'm talking about this. Either you watched it or you didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not making no fucking excuses for no grown man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not making no excuses for no grown man. Either you watched it, you took the time as a grown, responsible adult to say, I'm about to sit down and I'm about to put the lead attorney's name in my title. I'm about to hashtag the lead attorney as a man and sit down and look in my subscriber's face and say, I'm about to go in on the lead attorney. You don't know what he said to go in on him for. You're just saying whatever Tasha K said, and Tasha K came back and said she was wrong. But it didn't take a rocket scientist to know that she was wrong. So you're advocating something that, first of all, what she did was some fuck shit. For you to turn around and do this video is some fuck shit. Then to take the video down and then apologize, bro, like you are like the apologize king. And you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
You hear what I said? Let's hear that part again, because that part is important, because then this whole point of the video of him making opinions, agreeing with Tasha K and not agreeing with the attorney is kind of.
Rodney said, "What is the definition of a content creator?" I'm sure it is anybody that gets online and they promote content, whether it's a conversation, regurgitate something they heard, etc., etc., etc. Anybody that starts an account and open up a channel or Facebook or Twitter or whatever case may be, is a content creator.
Violent because you didn't watch it, you just watched the little points. So how can you say he didn't provide any doc? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, stuff don't add up. It don't make sense.
Right.
How can you say he didn't provide any documentations or no clear cut evidence or whatever if you didn't watch it? You know, he always give scenarios based on the opinion of a lawyer because it was law, just like a lot of the people in his comment section says. But you know, people like to use articulate words, and you know,
right, real mommies,
genuine and sincere, and I guess it's working for him and draws people in. But let's hear that part again.
Was harping on Tasha K. I didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the fullness of it. I just watch certain level points, different clips that people sent to me about the lead attorney. Nobody.
So just different clips. And when a lot of people say that people clips sent to them, a lot of people really don't be sending people clips. They go online and look at it themselves. It just.
Hey man, to be honest with you, man, I don't want to even sit here and listen to what this guy said about the. I actually listened to the whole thing already. Here's my thought process. If you guys want to hear the rest of this video, whatever, the name of this content creator is Let's Talk Trending. I believe it's Hot Topics, but it'll pop up or whatever case to be. And it has his face, the lead attorney, and Gravity Takeout's face on there, or whatever. I actually tagged him in this video, so just hit it and go straight to his page. Salute to him. Let me just say this and be done with it. Black men, black women, or men, women in general, content creators, okay? You have a responsibility, whether you're doing YouTube for fun, whether you're doing YouTube to make some side money. When you go and you start talking about people's character, you start talking about people's families, you start talking, whatever it is that you want to give your perspective on, make sure that you do your research. Make sure that if you're talking about a movie, you know, like you're giving a movie review, make sure you watch the movie. Don't downplay the movie before you even see the movie. Don't watch the opening scene and then just say, oh, yeah, this ain't gonna be a good movie. It's unfair. It's irresponsible. It's irresponsible. You know, and I just think that we deserve to do the people that subscribe to us, the people that donate to us, better than that. And if somebody keep on promoting that they're irresponsible and they're consistent about being wrong all the time, fuck them. Fuck them. We ain't not going to pretend like somebody ain't sit down and take the time to say, you can do better. Gravity Takeout, you can do better. You have potential. You have to use that potential. I don't know if you're nervous in your videos. I don't know if you're trying to, like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. All I know is that these type of videos, like the one you made that you deleted about the lead attorney, is unnecessary. Period. We got to do better. We got to do better. I'm not going to hold your hand through the process. I think this video speaks loud and clear. Speaks loud and clear. Don't ordain this video to be something that it's not. This is constructive criticism, and this is also me talking to you man to man. Since the men that's around you, the men that you promote, for some reason didn't say, hey, little bro, you wildin'. You doing the most right now. I don't know if it's for clout, for clicks and views, for subs, or whatever case may be. If a female think you cute, they gonna think you cute, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to downplay other men. You don't have to jump on other people's back. It's great that you're growing your channel. It's great that you're getting subscribers. It's great that you're getting donations. But you can't be irresponsible. Ladies and gentlemen, me, I'm tough love. This, Mario J. After this, the next conversation should be between you and I on a live discussion. I'm going to welcome you to the Tough Love channel or whatever the case may be, and we can have a live discussion. As you can hear, it's pouring down. I need to get into this dental office with the little one. Hey, until next time, y'all adult up. Peace.